And welcome to the show, everybody. Thanks for joining us. The Boilermaker Road Race always run on the second Sunday in July, and that means July 14th this year. And we're going to be talking about the Boilermaker Road Race. We got two people that are very well versed in the Boilermaker, and that is the president, Mark Donovan, and the race director, Jim Stasaitis. Welcome to both.
Thank you very much, Joe.
Latest that the Boilermaker can ever be, July 14th, yes?
Absolutely. Yes.
And it plays a part, I think, on Peachtree, because those Peachtree runners come up here, and sometimes they come up here pretty tired, but this year Jimmy Stasaitis, they're going to have a little bit of a rest period.
They've got over a week's time to recover, so that's good for them. Actually, it's good for us, too, because last year was the earliest it could be, having the 4th of July right in the middle of race week. Messes things up a little bit. So this makes it a little bit easier for us, almost gives us that extra week that we can plan and get everything done and at a leisurely pace.
Yeah. Leisurely is not the word to use for the way the applicants came in this year. You capped out, yes, Mark?
Yes, we have capped out earlier this week, and no surprise there. The demand to be a part of this event, whether there are serious runners, mid-level runners, or just people that want to come out and be a part of the community and the event. And
for the 15K, that is what, 14,500?
Correct.
And the 5K is 45?
Correct.
Yeah. The 4,500, it seems to me that because a lot of people can go 5K, they can't do 15K. Seems to be a lot of growth there, no?
Opportunity in the 5K? Yeah, you know, we talk about that all the time, and that we have to find a balance, because there is the gap between the 5 and the 15 is not insignificant.
Right.
So how do you get people into the 5K was built as a feeder? How do you get those folks comfortable enough to make that leap to the 15K?
We were talking before the show, Mark, and you got a couple new things going on this year. One is filming. Talk about that.
Sure. Came aboard, Jim actually had passed an email on to me from a company called Outside Interactive, and a gentleman out of Hopkinton, Mass, the base start line of the Boston Marathon, and heavy involved in the racing industry. He has a company that films races and courses from the runner's perspective. And in just a quick Google search, you can see that a lot of people try to record their experience. And they do it with GoPros, and the challenge obviously is it's bouncy and it's not very effective. This will be a professionally filmed event. We'll have cameramen on Segways with high-end cameras. And the real key to us for this, Joe, is this race, as I found out in the last year, the spectators make such a huge difference to the runners. And the fact that they line the course from start to end really helps those runners get through that 15K. This is going to capture those people. But from a message out to the folks out there, we need those spectators that have been loyal every year. We need you to come out a half hour early this year. And when you see people on Segways with cameras, cheer, and you'll be recorded in memoriam for years to come.
How many people on Segways are there going to be?
So I think, if I remember correctly,
there's going to be two. One's going to do the first half. One's going to do the second half. We've got it timed so they shouldn't interfere with any of the runners. No runner should be passing them, not even the wheelchairs. Get that out there earlier. And then the person who is filming the second half is actually going to go down Varick Street, down Hamilton, and into the post-race party, get footage there. The great thing about this project is they have the technology where they can plug it into some of these higher tech treadmills, and when you're going up a hill, the treadmill is actually programmed to go up and down, whatever, along with the terrain. So it's going to be exciting. It's going to be a good marketing piece of material for us. I just think it's going to add a lot to the race.
I used to tell people a long time ago when I was writing a running column for the OD, Mark Donovan, that if they could do 10K, the crowds would take them the rest of the way.
And runners, if you watch any of the post-race, runners make that statement. Almost everyone. They get to a certain spot, wherever it is on there, and maybe it's on Champlain, maybe it's at Whitesboro. I didn't think I was going to make it, but that crowd carried me through.
Yeah. And we should point out to people that this is only your second Boilermaker. You came in last year, if I recall, what, a month or so before the race?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah. And so you've had a whole year now of planning. Last year you were kind of in a tough spot in terms of not knowing the race as intimately as you like, but you got that year behind you now.
That was a deer in the headlights last year. Thankfully, we've got folks like this, and you know, you used the word leisurely.
Yeah.
I'm not sure for my first one full in. That's not a word. It's a blast.
Yeah.
Leisure is a different.
Well, he's got his eyes like deer in headlights sometimes too.
Oh,
so,
yes,
yeah. You also mentioned, Mark, that you're doing something at the finish line, a new sign down there.
Yeah, what we're trying to do is revitalize the look and feel of the Boilermaker and the brand and in the community. So there's actually three things. The mile marker signs. I'll start with the mile marker signs. Those signs that have dotted the course, they're 17 years old.
Yeah.
They don't know anybody any favors at this stage of the game. So we began a project this year to upgrade and install new ones. So those will be installed, I think, beginning next week. They're going to be much brighter and reflective, and we're very excited about that. Our sponsors who have helped us out, great thanks to them. I think they're going to be very happy with that. And down at the finish line area, the arch sign, so the sign within the top of the arch and the keystone shape there, we're going to pull those down and brighten those up with some new look and feel and some nice new colors. And then the third piece we're going to do is, if you look at our building along Court Street, there's a very bland brick wall. And we worked with Ryan McGrogan from McGrogan Design to build a very nice mural, and that's going to be going up in the next couple of weeks as well.
So that's right at the corner of Court and Sunset.
Absolutely.
Okay, good. I'm trying to think of the group, Jim, and I want to say Leadership Mohawk Valley that did that initial.
The original one, yes,
Yeah.
yes, it was. Again, they've been up for years. We've been always upgrading them a little bit, repairing them, touching them up every year. This year we had a proposal, put all new ones up there, more modern,
Good.
more reflective, more user-friendly for traffic and everything. So we went with it.
Good. We come back, we'll talk about some of the events that are associated with the Boilermaker. There's a lot of things. Mark Donovan's our guest, along with Jim Stasaitis, the president and the race director. Short break, right back.